At one point, Yeowoon asks what she means, and Hain, after taking a sip of her drink, replies that now that she thinks about it, she was really pathetic and childish, so she feels a bit embarrassed. Besides, fighting with her mom was too much. The young man laughs at that and comments that he is curious about the kind of things she fought with her parents over. The girl, curious, asks if he has ever fought with his dad, and Yeowoon replies that he has, but that in the end his father was very kind. Hain, even more curious, asks if they are close, and the young man answers that they are. Then she declares that she will ask the question now, wanting to know if he thinks he is someone with a unique charm. The young man questions that, stating that he had never thought about it. However, he reveals that he feels his height works in his favor. The girl, curious, asks how tall he is, and Yeowoon replies that he is probably around 183 centimeters. That makes Hain confess that he is really tall, but then she asks what about the rest and asks him to try to think about himself. Yeowoon wonders what other good quality he might have, until something comes to mind. And while looking at Hain, he replies that there is something else, and that is his own charm. The girl starts laughing, teases him by saying that his face looked super lewd, and asks what he was thinking about. The young man questions what she means and claims that he was thinking about her personality. But Hain says that is a lie, that he was surely thinking about something else, which makes Yeowoon start laughing. Then he asks her to be honest as well, and asks if she has something special that makes her charming. Hain asks if he thinks she has something like that, and the young man says yes. So she replies that honestly, she thinks she has her strengths, but she does not see them as something charming. She confesses that maybe it is because she is not satisfied with herself and that when she finds a strength, she always ends up finding a flaw that makes her forget that charm. She gives us an example when she looks at herself in the mirror, wondering what would happen if she were taller or if she had longer arms and legs. She has even thought about losing about 5 more kilos. But Yeowoon says that is not right, confessing that he likes her exactly as she is, and that is why she should like herself a bit more, since she is perfect. Hain smiles with her eyes, but then comments that she knows that anyway. He is having dirty thoughts and looks more like a pervert, starting to laugh. Yeowoon, a little embarrassed, takes his drink and asks if she does not like that side of him. The girl replies that she does like it, as long as she is the only one who gets to know it. Then she looks at her glass and wonders when her beer ran out. So she asks if they can leave already. Yeowoon replies, yes, pointing out that it is already past 1:30. He reflects that he wanted to spend more time with her, but since she mentioned that she has work, he does not want to bother her. At the same time, Hain looks at him and says that she will ask him one last question from the truth game. She asks if he has met anyone before. That leaves Yeowoon speechless for a few seconds, and he asks if when she says met, she means having gone out with someone. The girl replies yes, along with everything that comes with it. Upon hearing that, the young man wonders what he should do and, being honest, admits that he has never had anyone before. But he also wonders if it would give a bad impression to say that he is already older and has no experience dating someone. However, he dismisses that idea since there is no need to boast. Besides, the thing with Aryun is in the past, so there is no need to explain it in so much detail. He replies that there was no one before, revealing that she is also his first. But Hain declares that that is a lie. The young man asks why she says that, and Hain replies that before, when she asked about his friend from university, he played dumb. Yeowoon replies that he has been very busy lately and has not been able to see them. But Hain says that is too much of a coincidence and assumes that he hesitated to answer because he surely thought of a girlfriend he met in college, something the young man denies. However, Hain asks if he is saying that the last time they were about to do something was actually his first time, stating that he was very skilled. Yeowoon, upon hearing that, asks what she is talking about and clarifies that he was not skilled at all. He confesses that he practiced a lot on his own and that, since he is older, if he acted like he did not know anything in his first time, it would ruin the moment. Hain, upon hearing that, looks at him and then starts laughing out loud, asking if that was something he really worked hard on. The young man, seeing her like that, asks why she is laughing. She apologizes and replies that thinking about him being good at kissing, but being completely nervous inside is super funny. That leaves Yeowoon without a reaction, and he immediately thinks that he is finished, since he wanted to be a mature boyfriend for her. Haein looks at him and asks if they can go already. The young man agrees and says that he will pay, but the girl replies that it is fine and that it is better to split the bill. Outside, the two of them walk calmly, and Haein asks if he wants a mint for his breath. The young man replies yes, extending his hand to take one, and then asks since when she has been carrying them. Haein replies that she took them when she left the studio, revealing that when she spends a long time working without talking, her breath gets bad. Ye-woon confirms that since it happened to him when he was in the reading room. Then Haein asks if he is really going to walk home, and the young man confirms it, adding that it is cool now and that walking will do him good. But the girl asks him to take a taxi if it gets difficult, since it is better than ruining his health. Ye-woon replies that nothing will happen to him, stating that he is on vacation and can wake up late, which makes Haein laugh. After walking for a bit, they say goodbye, and Haein asks him to get home safely. He replies that he will and asks her to make sure to lock up properly when she returns to the studio. But before they part, Haein calls him and asks him to take care, also asking if he wants another mint for his breath. The young man replies that it is not necessary. The two exchange glances until the young man realizes the hint and walks toward her to give her a kiss. After that, Haein declares that this really works, leaving Ye-woon confused. Then the girl says that from now on, they should start exchanging things that way. She adds that he does not need to carry everything on his own and asks if he agrees with that. Before the young man can respond, he is surprised by a kiss from Haein. Afterward, she comments that he smells a bit like alcohol, and then says goodbye, asking him to get home safely, leaving Ye-woon speechless. Then, the young man walks calmly, and reflects that whenever he gathers a bit of courage, she surprises him again. He wonders what he should call that. He confesses that she is amazing and that that person called Shin Haein is incredible. He wonders if this is what it feels like to be in love and concludes that it is annoying. He reflects that next time he will act with more consideration and will also surprise her, since he cannot be the only one always getting swept away, and that on the next date he will surely leave her speechless. At that moment, he hears someone ask if he is okay. Just then, Ye-woon sees two familiar people. He is surprised and wonders what his boss and Haein's uncle are doing together, even more so at night, and just the two of them.